Hi, everyone. This is Candy Johnson. I am your host, and this is Real Talk, brought to you by Real Raw Records. Today, we're going to be discussing or addressing the question that I posed quite some time back since I've been back on the Google platform. And I've noticed that there are many debates between atheists and Christians. All right. The other theists don't seem to have much to say. All right. Perhaps their gods don't allow them to get in debates or whatever like that. And so they don't really have much to say. All right. Perhaps their belief system they not it's too shaky. So the atheists would eat them apart. All right, and so they perhaps I'm just making observation of what's going on and what ain't going on, and trying to make some sense of it. All right, trying to kind of make some sense of the chaos that's going on. All right, and so if what I say when I'm kind of processing everything in my mind out loud, if it's not completely accurate, don't be mad at me. All right, don't be mad at me. Just pardon me, so to speak, because it's throw that in the category of she don't know no better. All right. Okay, then give me a little time. I might be a little slow, but when I catch up, I'll be on point. All right. Now like I said, the atheists and the Christians always at odds with each other. I saw a post on when I got online that G-Man had he posted that Brett was in a hospital. All right, and I got a little something to say about that too, but I'm gonna let that alone for a second so I can address this Christian versus atheist bout. All right. And so anyway, G-Man said that that Brett King, which is a professed believer, that he's in a hospital. All right. So I commented on the post that I will pray. All right. And when I commented on the post that I will pray, another atheist commented on the post and said that she wished that he died. That was very ruthless and heartless. All right. But she's godless. So what do you expect? I'm not trying to say that to belittle her, but even the Bible said that this is the type of behavior of people that have no God. So what, G-Man, what the fuck do you expect? Like, really? Why are you even addressing that? That's in compliance with what God said. What do you want her to do? Do something that's make God look like a damn fool? Because if she wasn't heartless and ruthless, then God's word would not be true. So she doing what she supposed to be doing. What the fuck are you doing attacking her? See, you're the one that's out of line, because the Bible said that we're supposed to love those that hate us. See, you out of line, not her. Uh-oh, it's gonna get a little rocky in here. Y'all know I tell y'all all the time, because my internet connection so bad. I tell you all the time, I'm up here in the mountains. So please excuse if you in one of my broadcasts and it get a little rocky, all right? So it get a little rocky over here, G-Man. You out of line, Veco out of line. He came in, he made comments on the post that was ungodly as well, all right? Both of y'all need y'all act book, all right? And Candy not the one to do that, but I will extend correction, all right? And I have to uphold that which is right and which is good. And I have to correct y'all in front of the atheists because y'all misbehaving in front of the atheists. When my kids, I didn't like to embarrass my kids in public, all right, when they would misbehave. Okay. But I would kind of give them that look like if you don't sit your ass down, could be some misunderstanding, all right. And if they didn't adhere to that, then I would have to resort to beating that ass in public. Okay. If you embarrass me, I tell my kids, I tell my kids all the time. If you embarrass me in public, I'm gonna tear that ass up in public. Okay. So this is what's going on. If you see me kind of rebuke y'all in public, and not that I'm trying to embarrass you or anything like that, but I tried to, in all fairness, I tried to get y'all to, I sent private message to Bethel, okay, and said that we need to have a private conversation between believers. But since y'all only wanna indulge in mess and foolishness, y'all never responded to that. See, y'all, I noticed something about y'all. All right, I done sent messages to several people for a productive conversation and a cultural conversation and discuss some things. All right, and iron things out. All right. But I noticed with you mess makers, y'all don't want to y'all want to call out people to get into an argument. G-Man, I think you calling out the atheist. Okay, well, I'm calling your ass out, all right? Because I try to contact you and Becca and tell y'all, no, try to get something positive, positive strategy, okay, going, and y'all ignored my outreach, all right? See, I'm gonna put your ass on blast, all right? Because I'm gonna put you on blast because I can't say that you all are just doing things wrong and never try to make contact with you guys, and we try to come to an agreement and understanding about what's wrong and what's right, all right, amongst each other, you know, in the body, all right. So G-Man, you talking about the atheist is trying to cause division, all right. You got to understand, baby, if you don't want to get with the you don't think I'm a believer or whatever like that, and so perhaps you don't want to get with me on a positive approach because you're getting so much attention doing negative shit, all right? That's your pride. That's ego. Y'all both riding on. Y'all riding on pride and ego. And the Bible specifically speak against that, all right? The Bible say pride go before a fall, all right? In the Bible also say that in the last day, in the day of judgment, that God, it didn't say nothing about the people that were sinners and unbelievers, that in the last day, he was going to say, depart from me, you're a worker of iniquity. I know you are not. I know you're not. He said that it's going to be a lot of people, okay, like y'all. You don't have to continue to fall in this category, but right now, y'all right on up in there. All right, y'all right up in there. Okay. it said that in the last day that it was going to be many that would cry out to him in the day of judgment and say, Lord, we did this in your name and we did that in your name. And he going to tell them, yeah, you did that in my name, but depart from me. You're a worker of iniquity. That's sin. You in sin, all right? He going to say, depart from me. You're a worker of iniquity. I know you not. That's going to be some crucial shit right there. That's going to be some crucial shit, okay? That's going to be some real crucial shit. I tell people about regret, all right? Regret is a motherfucker, okay? You spending all this time here, all right, online, attacking the unbelievers, attacking the atheists, all right? Yes, the atheists are going to experience some regret as well, okay? But they're going to experience the same amount of regret you're going to experience because you claim to have known better, all right? And you still are doing wrong, okay? So the Bible say to him that knoweth to do wrong, to him it is sin, all right? So you knowingly doing wrong, all right? Okay, now, as far as the atheists or anti-theists, they know they're wrong too, okay? So they're going to experience the same kind of regret. That, I'm telling you, that regret is a motherfucker. That's hell right there. Regret, that regret is when the atheists find out that God is really real, it's going to be too late. And the shit it's gonna get real serious real quick, all right? Where they talk about all that fantasy land, where's my unicorn? It's gonna get real, and ain't shit gonna be funny real quick. So same thing go for the Christians, okay? While y'all are beating up on the atheists, y'all worried about all these doctrines, who is the chosen nation of Israel and all that kind of bullshit, all right? Y'all worried about the wrong thing. Y'all focus ain't on love like it's supposed to be, all right? It's going to get real, and it's going to get real crucial real quick, all right? I ain't talking about in this dispensation of time, okay? What I'm saying is, you do it how you wanna. You do it how you want, as long as you're living, all right? And no day is promised to you. Keep that in mind, all right? Do it how you wanna, so long as you're living, all right? Keyword, so long as you're living. You do it how you wanna, all right? However, okay? You know how when you put a timer on to let you know when it's time to stop, all right, you put that timer on, all right, and that timer be clicking tick, 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 tick. And I'm letting y'all know the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. You better spend your time wisely, cause the clock is ticking. All right. Both you atheists and Christian, you better spend your time wisely, cause the clock is ticking. All right. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is ticking. All right. Both of y'all are doing the same damn thing. The atheists, they think that just because if they say don't know God exists, that he ain't real. All right. Okay. I don't argue with him. Okay. You can say God ain't real. Don't make me no bit of difference. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy his presence are going to sit back and enjoy the exclusive knowledge and wisdom and so forth that he rained down on those that call upon him and seek him for truth and guidance. Shit, I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy the ride. All right. So, baby, you can say what you want. Okay. I got this song I wrote called What the Fuck You Say. All right. And I wrote this here song because people they so used to manipulating other folk with what they say. All right. It's so they come at me with that shit. All right. And shit, they'll try to enforce their opinions upon me, right? And you know, I'm a little thrown off, all right. So I don't ever comply with what everybody else doing. So every time people come to me and they be like, you know, trying to enforce their opinions upon me. And I'd be like, oh, you got me fucked up. I am not the one. All right. And they're not used to that. Okay. They used to people that if they're dominant acting, because these really are cowards that's hoping you comply. All right. They just hoping it. Okay. They ain't no leaders or nothing like that. They really cowards that's hoping that other people comply with what they want and desires. Okay. All you gotta do is challenge them on it. All right. And you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. Right. Okay. So anyway, they'll come to me and try to enforce their opinions up on me. And I be like, if you don't get the fuck up out my face with that, I ain't the one. Okay. People will try to, hey there, Palm.
Hey, Sugar.
I'm over here getting up on these atheists and Christians, and then I'm also not just addressing the atheists and Christians, but what you see going on between the atheists and the Christians is a societal thing. People trying to enforce their beliefs or opinions upon other people.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a very good observation.
Mm-hmm. And whatever title they use to hide behind, you know, it really makes no difference. It's still the same cowardice behavior that's going on. All right, you'll see even in the commercials, if say I got Charmin toilet tissue I'm selling, and the other company got Angel Soft. Okay, you won't ever hear Charmin, whoever owns Charmin toilet tissue, saying, "We got good toilet tissue, and so does Angel Soft. Just pick one. Either one will get your ass clean."
In marketing, that's called suicide. Hey, I'm Candy. Please buy Michael Jackson's album if you make a commercial for yourself. So you're committing suicide on a marketing.
No, let me tell you a secret. See, I see, Palm, you're gonna have to start paying me for my my insight now. I'm just diving. But I love to disassemble false beliefs. Okay. Let me tell you something about praise. All right. And a lot of Christians got this mixed up. They think that we're supposed to just praise God, okay, and not one another, okay. But that's totally wrong and actually unbiblical. All right, it's against the Bible. All right, because over and over again in the Bible, it says that we should edify one another. Okay, all you Christians that's watching, y'all need to look that shit up. Look that shit up. Look it up in the Greek and Hebrew while you at it. Get your concordance, invest in your strong concordance, and learn your shit so you can stop being online, being dumbasses, and representing our daddy fucked up. All right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay. Edify means to build up and worship. Okay. That's what it means. Okay. Look the shit up. I already did. I'm talking to the Christians that they out there cussing me out in their mind. Okay. But anyway, so Christians have got this really paganistic idea of worship that, even people that have pagan beliefs, they don't believe in worshiping one another. They believe in worshiping only their God, whether it be Buddha, Allah, idol, or rock, or whatever. They believe in only worshiping whatever their God, even if they are polytheists that believe in more than one God, they still only believe in worshiping their gods. Okay? So all beliefs, religious beliefs, believe in just worshiping their particular God. All right. But that is not what see, people wonder why Christians think they have this exclusive knowledge or this exclusive wisdom, or their God is the best God, or their God is the most everything, because he is. First of all, because he is. And the thing that makes him the best and the most awesome is that his way is so drastically different than everybody else's. And it's not just the difference that makes him so awesome. It's the intricate way that he designs everything, to work. I don't really know how to explain it, but he a bad son of a gun. All right. And the way that he designed praise to work, okay, we already defined what praise is. It's worship. It's edifying. Okay, if I can give praise to someone else, all right, I don't have to be okay. Praise is like a compliment. Okay, so therefore, if you dress real nice, Palm, and I come up on you and I say, "Oh, Palm," I say, "You're looking real nice today." I could be in my work clothes and dirty and smudgy and looking a mess, my hair all over my head, but I don't have to be looking good in order to give you a compliment. Wow.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So in that regard, do you know that when I extend you a compliment, then that actually lifts me up. Okay. And how does that lift me up? People, since when have you looked at a person that gave somebody else a compliment, if it was genuine? I ain't talking about the flatterers and the ass kissers. No, that's different. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that actually gives, I notice you have these perky people and they're always giving people compliments. Oh, you look nice, Candy. Such and such. Oh, you're always on time. I love that. You're very punctual, and they're always extending compliments to others, Do you frown upon that person? Or does that make you respect them even more?
Oh yeah, I frown upon him. I say, what the hell does this cat want from me? He must want something.
You may do that. but you still will be inclined to give them what they want. Guaranteed.
They ain't getting my money, that's for sure.
Huh?
I said they ain't getting my money.
A person that is genuine, there's other aspects to it, okay? That you mean to tell me, okay, if you come across a genuine person and they're selling something that you need and could use, you would prefer to purchase that item or whatever from somebody that you know is a wicked person just to say, I don't want to give this nice person my money?
No, I'm just joking, Candy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I agree with you.
A person that is genuine in their lifting people up, extending compliments and so forth. Not only would they be genuine in that regard, if they're a genuine person, then if they complain about something or something like that, you're more inclined to listen to their complaints because you know that they're not a person that generally complains about things. Right? What you think?
I think that makes sense.
When I was in the shelter, and this is a good example. When I was in the shelter, okay, other people there, they were very ungrateful. Those people gave us everything. I came there with nothing, with not even clothing on my back. And I had a vehicle, but I didn't have clothing and such. I had a keyboard because I saved up and got that. I've sacrificed. But I didn't even have clothing. They gave me everything I needed. In addition to food and shelter. All right. And the other people that were there, that were in the same predicament or even worse than I was when they came. And here I saw them go from having absolutely, completely nothing. Some people were from off the streets, living in the woods, literally in the woods, under the bridges. And they have like a stream that was not too far from the shelter that a lot of people, when they have nowhere to go, they would live up under the embankment. And oh God, it was just so horrible. I'm glad I was blessed I didn't never get in that type of predicament. But for someone to come from that type of environment where you outside, bugs eating you up, and good God Almighty, it's just really sad to think about. But it used to piss me off because when they finally, because the shelter was so nice and they had limited amount of space, of course you have more people that are poor and without, and then they could have enough space for, but it was hard to get in that place, the shelter. That was another blessing I had to tell one day how I got in. God is good. God is so good to me. But anyway, when they got in, finally they got in, these idiots that come from out the street, living in the woods, had the nerve and the audacity to complain about the temperature. It's hot in here. It's cold in here. Bitch, you just got your motherfucking ass from out from under the woods, in the freezing cold, living in the snow, and shit like that. You got nerve and audacity to complain about heat, bitch. Shut your motherfucking ass down somewhere, And I used to go off on them. They used to try to make me take medication for that. I
What
think
did they say? What did they say in response when you told people to appreciate what they have? What did they say to you after the
they
people
ain't
that?
say shit because people respect Candy everywhere I go. Everywhere I go.
Right, right,
Everywhere.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
And even new people, I guess it's something many people have told me it's something about the way I carry myself that even if you just meet me for the first time, I look like somebody you should respect. I don't know what it is. All right. I don't
You
know.
got you
Me.
got a strong personality. You
Yeah.
got a strong personality. There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with that. You just gotta. That's just how you are. You can't help it. It's just how you are born, I think.
Yeah. I used to wonder why people be like confessing to me, and I'd be like out of the blue, strangers. Um, I didn't mean to do that, but I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm not the boss of anything. Like, they would come and just start confessing. I swear to God. But anyway, back to the subject. We'll get on that one day, but that is something strange. I don't know why people think I'm a pope or something. I don't know. They just come and start confessing. If they do something wrong, and they thought, even at the shelter, if they do something wrong and they thought I heard about it, they'll walk up to me and say, Candy, the only reason that I had did, I'll be like, first of all, I'm not staff here. I'm not a guide, so I'm not the moral police. Y'all gonna need to stop coming to me and confessing, because I can't forgive you or your fans. All right. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but they would come to me and confess, and or apologize to me, and the situation had nothing to do with me. Okay, back to this conversation. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, okay. So the people would come off the street, and they would get to complaining and stuff like that, and I would tell them like, you are blessed to be here. Where did I would kind of put it in their face? Where did you come from? Okay. If they didn't come off the street, they would tell me that I was living with my sister and she was acting like a bitch and this and that, and she put me out. Okay. So then I would put it on their terms. Okay. So I would say, well, could you go and stay with any of your other family members? No, they wouldn't let me stay with them either. They're this and they're that. I said, okay, so you mean to tell me you have nerve enough to disrespect these people that's giving you a place and complain about what these people doing and not doing, and they at least cared enough about you to provide you a place to live and food to eat? What argument could you have against that?
I don't know.
Hmm? They would normally say, oh, I ain't think about it like that, you know, because a lot of people don't think. They don't think, and that's a very common problem. People not thinking. They do things for the most part, when you see people do something fucked up, including me. If I do something fucked up, you rest assured I didn't think about it first. Okay, I didn't think before I did it. Okay, and that's just a human thing, I guess. That's just a people thing. Okay, but I try to encourage people to think this shit out. All right, most of my wisdom or my knowledge don't come from being intellectually sound. My most of my knowledge and wisdom comes from just thinking about simple shit, you know. And
Oh, they call it folk knowledge. They call that.
what they call
Where
it,
I live, they call that folk knowledge.
folk knowledge. Okay.
Common people knowledge. It's very Do you know what poo-poo is? It's very poo-pooed upon. It's looked down upon. That's what I'm saying.
What's looked down upon?
Folk knowledge, common people knowledge.
Oh,
So it's not from school, it's just from common people.
right.
Like life
Yeah.
experience, you call
Oh,
it.
yeah. And, you know, we call it common sense, okay? And if people just, like, you don't have to be no brain surgeon or nothing to recognize shit that's just common sense. You know, like you said, folk knowledge. Just give it a little thought. And I guess thinking is not really enough. You kind of need some type of common ground which to think from. Okay, so this is what I do. I guess that kind of excels my common sense knowledge is I think from the perspective of love and appreciation. Okay, so if my common ground that first my starting point is always either stem from, which love and appreciation go hand in hand, but some people think it's two different things, so that's why I separate them. All right, but I think from the common ground of love, truth, and appreciation. Okay, so they're all the same thing, but like I said, I just do that. I separate them for people that don't know that they're all the same thing. All right, but if your common ground with which you start from, all right, this is always your starting point, okay, then when you're thinking, your thinking process is also laced with those principles or beliefs, a system of belief, then everything that you, I should say, calculate thereafter will be governed by those things. All right. It's just like if a person is fear motivated, everything they think of and everything they come up with is something negative and dark and malicious and evil. I've met people, I'd be like, when they think something through, I guess they call them pessimists, pessimistic, skepticism.
Pessimists.
Yeah. Oh, good God, those are the most miserable people I've ever seen in my whole life. Good God Almighty, I run from them, Palm. I run real fast. Those people are the most sick, unhealthy, both mentally and naturally. I noticed that a lot of, excuse me, I didn't get my breakfast, but I noticed that a lot of pessimists and skeptic people, they are the most miserable people to be around. Good God Almighty. I'm like, oh no, you got to go. If they're in my environment, I'm like, you got to go. Okay, no, you're not welcome. I'm letting you know that right now. I will give them plenty of opportunity to, I'll be like, well, why don't you do this? Well, why don't you do that? Well, have you ever thought about this? And you can get nothing. No, they got an answer, a negative answer to every fucking thing. The glasses half empty people. You can never get them to see that the glass is half full. No kind of way. All right. So I'm like, well, how about your whole glass be empty and you go get the fuck up out of here? You got to go. We ain't gonna even give you a half full glass. We gonna empty your shit and give you exactly what you need. Cause it's some people that take pleasure in pain. That is their pleasure. Don't take that away from them. It's unfair to do so. They enjoy it. They like getting attention and so forth. I had to get on Nadia the other day. She's gonna write on a post that if she doesn't get her medication and have somewhere to refrigerate her medication, she's gonna die, and she's worried about dying and every day. I said, Nadia, I said, really, Nadia, you dying now? I said, you need to stop that. I said, anytime you say something to the point of exaggeration like that, and it's not true, it's a lie. You are no longer just fabricating. Now you lying. Okay, you are not dying. Stop it. Stop that bullshit. I know you want people to feel sorry for you so you can gather up your money to get your surgery to be a woman or whatever like that, but you're going too far with that shit. Just stop it. You're going too far, baby. I love me some Nadia, but I don't care who it is. I don't like when people manipulate people into giving them money. If somebody give you money because they are sensitive to your need, let that be the reason, okay? But don't be tricking people, telling people you dying and all that kind of shit. Stop that motherfucking shit. Walking around with a month-old hospital band. You might have went in there for in the hospital for a damn, what do you call that, paper cut, and you got the damn hospital band on. I'm trying to make people feel sorry. Take that damn shit off. I take them down hospital. I don't want that shit on my arm. That ain't no fashion statement, bitch. Take that shit off. I'm trying to make people feel sorry for when I can tell you, just like she using that tactic to manipulate people into giving her money. Nadia is very intelligent and wise, and not wise, but very intelligent, intellectually blessed. All right. She can make money with that, like her computer knowledge. Okay, she don't have to do that.
I hope she can. Yeah, I mean that would get her life on the roads if she could use her knowledge to get that.
Yeah.
She's very smart. Yeah.
Yeah, very smart. But don't use that smarts to trick people. That's wrong. Don't do that. Because it's going to come back on you. It's going to come back on you. Soon as she get that, she might get that money from people, making people feel sorry for her to get her surgery. All right. And she telling people they're giving towards her medicine and stuff, and she's saving up that money to get her surgery to be a woman. You know what can happen? She can save up all that money to get that surgery, and they botch her surgery, and then she really be dying. Okay? So, trust me, that shit come back on you. Okay?
Possibility, yeah. If the surgery doesn't go well, that's... But I think she's willing to take that risk.
That's not the point. My point is, the very thing you tricking people to get that money for can be the death for you. When you saying you dying to get it and to get the money, that very thing can actually kill you for real.
Well, I feel genuinely sorry for Nadia. I hope she gets better.
Get better from what? Drinking? Her drinking problem?
Well, her gender dysphoria. That's very taxing.
Oh, Lord. Don't tell me she done got you too. But anyway, let's get back on topic because I don't want to get into.
That's fine. That's fine, Candy. I'm not very. I don't really fight over it. If we don't agree, it's fine. It's no problem.
No, I just don't want to. What I'm saying, it's not that you fighting or nothing. I just don't want to. If you believe that she's really.
But from what I've seen, I can only tell you from what I've personally witnessed. That's how I'm judging it, not from just blindly. I'm just telling you what I've seen from Nadia. I've been around her for a while. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm just saying what I have seen and what I feel.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Paul. I don't know whether I should let the cat out the bag.
But go ahead, go ahead. It's no problem. I don't mind.
That's what I'm kind of warring with. I don't know if I should let the cat
Go
out.
ahead. Go ahead, Candy. I'm always interested in hearing your opinion. Maybe you'll change my mind, you know. I don't know.
um, um, just pay attention, okay? And pay attention. Things ain't always, if you apply this principle, and it's not the same as skepticism, but always approach things, especially when people are making an appeal to your emotions and you feeling sorry for a person. Please kind of switch on your a little skepticism, all right? And the way I approach it is I know that things aren't the way they seem, okay? Things ain't always the way they seem, okay? And so what I do is I look at what's being presented to me, and then what I do is I take a peek behind the scenes, all right?
You got that sixth sense.
Yeah, but if you pay attention long enough, people will expose themselves. But pay attention.
All right, yeah. That sounds That's very good advice.
You know why a lot of people that know me personally respect me? Because I'm consistent. They've been looking. They've been looking for a fault. They've been looking. Trust me, they've been looking. But they couldn't find it. Because even when I'm wrong, I admit that too. I expose my own shit. So it's not that somebody called me out and then I had no other choice but to admit, okay, this is right. This is, I was wrong, whatever like that. I expose my own self. I tell people all the time, one time somebody had tried to expose me. They didn't know I had told that on myself already. And I told them, I said, baby, if you want to find out, you want to know some more exclusive faults of mine, just ask me. I know all my faults. I can give you a list. All right. If you want to know my faults, okay, I can give you a list. I know better than anybody what my faults are. Okay. And see that right there, it cancels out all the bullshit. Okay, it cancels out all the bullshit. And so anyway, let's getting back to that issue. We'll leave that at that, and pay attention, baby. Pay attention, because I notice a lot of people talk about when they talk about Nadia, they say Nadia is drinking Mountain Dew. That is not no damn Mountain Dew. Y'all, she got a drinking problem. That's why she talked that way. No, that's just not the way she talks. She has a drinking problem. Pay attention, shit. Goddamn. Sometimes she be turning up the bottle right in front of y'all face. I mean, like, really? Y'all don't see this shit? Come on now. Let's get a grip. Let's get a grip. Let's get a grip. Having a drinking problem, going to she went to the hospital for detoxification, come back and tell y'all anything. She'll come back and say, I went to the hospital for extraferia circumscribing dysphagia. And all that means was she was drunk as hell and she drank too much and it attacked her her immune system. All right. Y'all thinking, oh my God, she fucked up. Shit, all that mean was she was fucked up. All right. If you were fucked up, all right. She drank a little too much. That's all. She drank a little too much. You gotta put that ball down a little bit. Now they put that ball down. Baby, Candy love you, but you need to put that ball down. All right. Help, Lord. It's gonna get real in depth in a minute. Okay. It's gonna get real rocky. I live up in the mountains, make it rocky over here. All right.
What do you mean? Is this a storm? Is a storm coming?
Something like that, baby. When I said gonna get rocky, you know, yeah, you in that boat. Okay. Storm come, it's gonna rock the boat. Okay. So since I have to, it's my mission, all right, to rock real, okay, I'm not going to be able to help people cover up their bullshit, okay, I'm not going to help, I can't help with that, okay, I know the truth, okay, so I'm not going to be able to help with that. Now, I could have just keep that a secret, and I really wish we wasn't on air, but everything I know open, there's nothing left to hide, all right. But I wish I would have been able to tell you that in confidence. But maybe it's somebody else out there watching or that gonna watch this video that they was deceived too. And I just don't take it lightly when people wanna, if you know, don't get me wrong. Okay, it's a playwright. His name is Tyler Perry. Are you familiar with him?
I'm not. No.
All right. Okay. Anyway,
Is he famous? Person famous?
Yes, very famous. He a billionaire.
What does he? What does he write? Maybe then I can know who he is.
It's more of an ethnic type of writing that he does. He does little plays. Before he became real famous and became a billionaire and started writing movies, he did plays with this fat lady where he dressed up as a fat lady, an old school, what do you call that, kind of matriarch. He would pretend to be like a grandmother, which they call her Madea, because in the black folk neighborhood, we call our grandmothers Madea, all right? And Mimo, we call them Mimos and Madeas. That is a term that, that's not their name or their nickname. That's what we call our grandma, all right? Grandmothers. And so he had this character, Madea, in the plays. And what she would do is, in the course of comedy, yes, her. Yes, her. You got it, Paul. And in the course of comedy, she would extend awesome wisdom, okay, with humor. So Madea, in one of the episodes, she had this lady or one of her granddaughters had married this dude, and the dude was very well off and everything like that, but he mistreated her, and he also had cheated on her with her sister. Her sister was jealous of her, all right, that she felt like, the sister that felt like she was more prettier, had a nicer shape and all that kind of stuff. She felt that she should have got the billionaire, okay? So the sister went behind her back and stole a man, okay, from her. Well,
This reminds me of the Greek play Medea. This is, yeah, I think this is the same play.
but anyway, he went and got with the sister and married the sister. All right, he divorced her and married the sister. Anyway, that's not the moral of the story. Okay, so that left the lady single. Okay, so she was of course bitter and and hurt and so forth. And here come this guy. I don't know where in the hell this guy comes from out the blue in the story, but anyway, he got out of jail. He had committed a crime, and the guy had got out of jail. But while he was in jail, he had found God. All right, he got saved. Okay, and so when he did get out of jail, he had made a vow to himself and God that he would live right and do the right thing. Okay, so he was working for Medea and doing little odd jobs around the house, her house, and for a little spare change. So he wasn't making a lot of money, but he was at least getting an honest, not selling drugs. He was doing something honest to make his money. So he was attracted to the woman, so he approached her respectfully and everything, and tried to get with her and stuff. And she, with her uppity self, as he say, I don't want no man at the penitentiary. And yeah, you men, y'all always find God when you go to jail. No type of attitude she had. Which a lot of people do have that attitude with people when they get out of jail and they find God. And people really do find God in jail because that's the place where their mind is open, okay, to hear the truth, okay, because they ain't got nowhere else to go, okay.
That's when they're most humble,
right?
When they're in jail, when they're stripped of all their stuff and they're more humble,
right?
And then they can be more susceptible to hear the Lord, yes, as you say.
Yes. And when they get out, many times these people do want to do the right thing, but it's because of people like her that will put them down and put them down and put them down, and they'll say, well, it's no use. I did try to do the right thing, but even for that, I didn't even get no respect for that. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that they weren't genuine. They just didn't get the support, or they didn't have a good enough support system. This is why. That's a whole nother story, because I used to do prison ministry as well. But anyway, back to the story, she put him down and so forth. Okay, so Medea, being the old wisdom, having the old wisdom, she said, yeah, girl, when she talked to her granddaughter, she said, yeah, girl, you don't want no inmate. Who want an inmate? And stuff like that. Girl, I don't blame you. And she used reverse psychology on her. Okay. So what she did was she turned her, when she would speak negative about the dude, Medea would agree with her. All right. And she didn't turn her against her. Because usually people like that make fucked up decisions, whatever you tell them, if Medea was to just outright had said, girl, can't you see this man is sold out for God? He trying to do the right thing. Because the lady was like, he cutting yards. What can he do for me? He ain't got nobody to take care of himself. What can he do for me? Stupid ass shit.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Huh?
I said that's pretty smart, how she used the reverse psychology.
Yes. So she said, girl, you don't want him? Yeah, girl, I wouldn't want nothing. What can he do for you? Girl, I tell you. So she knew that if she told her that not to go with the man, that she would go with him. Okay. So that's what she was doing. And so she did that, and they wound up together. Okay. So when it was all over with, she said, she went to my dad and she said, I know you're not gonna believe this, but me and such stuff we getting married. He proposed to me. She said, oh, awesome. And the granddaughter said, I thought you were gonna disapprove of him. She said, no, girl, I tricked you. She said, I know if I told you to go ahead and be with that man, you weren't gonna do it. And so if a person is deceptive, see, this is why I tell people right and wrong is only how do you say subjective? What's moral or what's good is only subjective. All right.
It depends on the person. When you say subjective, it depends on the person. Objective is when it's not dependent on anyone.
Okay. Yeah, it's subjective. So in that regard, her being deceptive as to what her real opinion about the situation was the right thing to do. Because of all the elements that was surrounding that, and she knew that because of the way the mind thinks, way people mind think, many times if you just outright tell them to do right, they won't do it, and they won't be receptive of that. So she used that wisdom of knowing that to push her towards the right thing. So in that regard, in other words, if you trick somebody into doing something good, it's a good thing. But if you trick somebody into doing something that's selfishly motivated and it's all about you, or trick them into doing something wrong and they think they're doing right, then no, that's a no not. That's a, we say in the hood, a no not. That's a double negative in that regard, because if somebody rob you, all right, if somebody rob you and strong arm rob you, that means grab something, take it from you, it's a crime, okay?
Right.
But people don't realize that there is also a crime and against the law. And Nadia need to know this because somebody might take come at her, okay? Depending on who she getting money from, they might come after her for that, okay? Because there's a such thing as theft by conversation or theft by deception, okay? That is against the law. I don't know about where you at in your country or whatever like that, but theft by conversation, they are harder to prove, but she's got too much evidence against her online, okay, online. So, and it's out there for the whole world to see. If a person was to, like I told you, just pay attention, okay, the evidence is right there in front of your face.
Right, you're saying if she's indeed fraudulent, all evidence is here. It can be used against her. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
Right. That's why you got to be careful what you say here online, because even if you had like a bad moment and you said something you didn't mean, people can use that against you. Like you say, I'm gonna kill you, but you don't really mean it, and then they use that against you.
Right. Yes. Somebody would have to. Yeah, you can, because that's called a terroristic threat. Okay. You can't threaten bodily harm, okay, to anyone whether it's an extent of killing and or say um, anything, I'm gonna beat you down or anything like that. That is that is called terroristic threat, all right, and it's against the law, okay, and that's why when Mark E. Not no, that wasn't Mark. It was David. David E. that has tried to lie on me and said that I had threatened to harm JD's daughter. I said I am so glad that I had video footage that could prove my innocence.
Right, right.
Because that was what I said. All right, I talk bad. All right, and everything like that. And I don't know if he was just looking for something bad and he he did really just misunderstood what I said, because that's a possibility. Because when people looking for bad, that's what they're gonna find. But I told him, I said, go back on the video and you tell me where I threatened the little girl. And so he must have went back on because he said I threatened to slap her. I said, first of all, how could I slap her when we online? That ain't even physically capable. I mean, no, I'm not even capable of doing that. Why would I threaten to do something I don't even have the ability to do? Secondly, I have no clue where she is. So even if I was saying futuristically, I'm gonna find where, I'm gonna come to where you at and I'm gonna slap you, I don't know where to go. All right. If I was that ridiculous to pursue that, where would I go to slap her? It just didn't add up. I could pick, if I was a lawyer and he came with that kind of care, I could pick his shit all apart. It would just be fucked up and it'd be a waste of court time. But I could fight that case. But I am thankful in that regard. Yes, a person could take what you saying online and use it against you. All right. But at the same time, the awesome thing about it is that goes both ways. See, don't you know, in a court of law, the same evidence that the prosecutor used, the defendant has the right to examine that evidence as well, because they can use it in a defense. Okay, so that's what happened with the O.J. Simpson case. All right, with O.J. Simpson. What's his name? Good God Almighty, what was his lawyer name?
OJ Jr. I don't know.
No, O.J. Simpson's lawyer, Johnny Cochran. All right.
I'm not sure. I don't even know if I was born when this case went down.
Oh yeah, you only 20-something. Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. When was this case again? Was it in the 80s, 90s? When was it?
No, this wasn't that old. No, it ain't been that old. But you probably was young though, and it was a American thing. It was more. Yeah. So anyway, but O.J. Simpson is a very famous athlete. All right, he was famous because he was good at all sports. He was just a bad motherfucker. All right. So anyway, he got off on the wrong foot and stuff like that, and he supposedly, allegedly had killed his wife. All right, it was basically a deal gone wrong. They framed him, but the glove that they was trying to frame him with, and said he used this and him glove when he was killing his wife. Where they fucked up was they didn't think the shit through. Okay. Remember I was talking about thinking stuff through? They didn't think it through because they used a glove. He a big man. And the people that were framing, they got little bitty hands. Okay, comparatively, they a man, but men glove. But he was such a big man, he would have to have abnormal size glove. You know what I mean? In big, humongous glove, and but they use an average size man's glove, okay, to frame him with, and said, these is the glove that he used to kill his wife. All right. But the problem was, so Johnny Concrete said, oh, really? So mind you, he have the same right to use the same evidence they using against his client. He can examine that evidence as well in his client's defense. So he examined the glove and found out, he said, put that glove there on. So he went to go put the glove on. He said, he kept, OJ kept telling him, them ain't my glove. Them ain't my glove. He didn't know as a, he just trying to help his lawyer get clear on what's going on, that he being framed. Okay. But he said, them not my gloves. All right. Them not my gloves. So Johnny Concrete said, okay, if these not your gloves, how can we prove that these not your gloves? Try them gloves on. So you try to, they don't even fit on their fingers because he got big ass hands. He's a big man, you know, very stocky man. All right. He's a football player. And so the glove that was the people that actually killed the man, killed his wife, was an average size man. All right. So yes, they hand could fit in that glove, but O.J. Simpson hand could fit in that glove. So O.J. Simpson lawyer Johnny Cochran won that case based on one fact and one fact alone, that voided out every blood spatter, forensics, and every damn thing else. They tried to they had altered. You know, they can alter forensics. People don't know that. People don't know that. They just so naive. But they had altered the forensic evidence, all right. But they couldn't alter that glove. They had already submitted them gloves in minutes of evidence, all right, against him. So all his lawyer did was use the same evidence they submitted against him, against them. You say, well, if these is the gloves, do you agree that these is the gloves? Yes, these is gloves. Okay, by your own testimony, I'll prove him innocent, because if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Yeah.
Damn, that's sick burn.
Huh?
That's a sick burn.
What do that mean?
It means he got schooled.
Yeah. Yeah. So the very thing, see, that David was trying to use against me, I got evidence against him. Yeah. See, he say, oh, Candy is a horrible person in it. Yeah, look at her, how she treated this kid up in this video, and threatened to slap that kid. And I said, well, baby, I tell you what, it's my video, so I got the evidence and you can't erase it. I want you to find on that video. Well, Candy said she was gonna slap. First of all, I wasn't even that mad to want to slap the baby. I love children. I don't like unruly children or disrespectful children. I dislike that kind of behavior, but I love me some children. And that same video that you claimed that in there, it say, I said that I was gonna slap the baby. I want you to look on that video, huh? Look it over real good, because I want you to know this defamation of character. All right. See, I could sue him for that.
Yeah, you can.
That defamation. See, people do things, they don't think about it. A lot of people don't know where the line, where they crossing the line or breaking the law. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
still learning, and I really it's very important for me to learn what the law is and what the perimeters are and stuff like that. So I'm always constantly schooling myself, okay? Because not that I want to just go around suing people, But I want to know if somebody like that, like he did, that were trying to defame my character, because I work hard on my character, okay? And the way I present myself, I carry myself like, respectable 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? I don't just be a nice person when I walk out my door, all right? So if somebody is doing stuff like he did, David, to deface my character, I got a problem with that. Oh yeah, I got a problem with that. I ain't gonna attack right off, but I will let a motherfucker know ain't but so much I'm gonna tolerate. Okay, now we'll take action. If they go using my stuff, using my materials, like they do G-Man, they'll take his videos and say all kind of derogatory stuff against him. That's not true. He just don't know. He can be a very wealthy man right now that sue them all, every last one of them, for a little spell chain.
Yeah, you can.
He can get him a whole bunch of chain. He just sue every last one of them that defame his character. But then see, the thing where that would be kind of a problem is that he got videos where he borderline defamation on other people, so I don't know what he can do about that. He might have,
Evens out. Evens out. It evens out. He gets money from others, and then he gives that money to the people he defamed. So everyone, the money just goes back and forth. So everyone has the same amount they had.
Oh shit. This is why I had this hangout, Paul, because this is the very reason why I said the Christians and the atheists are the same. In many ways.
A lot of ways, yeah. In a lot of ways, yeah.
Because like you said, and I didn't even think about it, but that's why I'm so tickled. That goes right back to the topic of this broadcast. Christians and atheists is the same. Like if they was to sue each other, like you said, the money would be just swapping hands.
I think the lawyer would just get rich. That's the only person who would get rich.
They'd all be paying each other, and shit. And so, shit. Oh shit. But I let them know. I told when I seen a video where they was kind of very defaming of G-Man. I put on that post. I say this, y'all need to be ashamed yourself. Y'all need to quit y'all shit. It was funny though. It was hilarious. Now, if a person has an understanding, okay, like I can laugh at myself. If somebody make a like on Facebook, this person had made a horse, all right, and he had a picture of a horse, and they put a white wig up on the horse, all right, and they made a gift file, like a gift where the hair was blowing in the wind and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they were making fun of me, all right, like a black lady with blonde hair or whatever like that. And I died laughing. I could take a joke, and it was hilarious, shit. It was funny. I don't care nothing about that, Make as many of them as you can make, shit. It was funny shit. I could take a joke. You can't be such a tight ass, that you, can't nobody say nothing bad about you where you get your draws all in a bunch, and want to sue everybody and stuff like that, That's not what I'm saying. But if a person attacked my character, I got a problem with that.
Yeah, that's not protected under freedom of speech.
Right. Yeah. And even people have one other guy. He took my picture, my personal picture, and he made a meme out of it and said some derogatory stuff. Okay. I didn't care about that. That was, it wasn't funny, it wasn't humorous or anything like that. But I don't give a shit. When we was in school years ago, like we was talking about the common sense, years ago, we learned sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Okay. He wasn't defaming my character, he was just giving his opinion about me. And what of course his picture didn't go too far, because when what he did was he did a Photoshop of my face and he made me look kind of monstrous or whatever like that. But then when people said well, who is this you talking about or whatever? That's funny. Who is this you're supposed to be talking about? Yeah, he said, this bitch named Candy, this bitch with this blonde hair, she thinks she all of that and all that kind of stuff. And he was just jealous or being hateful or whatever.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, he was being nasty. So, but when he would come to my page, this was so funny. His friends were trying to holler at me. It was like, well, who is supposed to be ugly? This bitch is pretty. And so it made him look like a fool. So it was just so funny. It was so funny because it turned on him, because his own friend, because I would look at the friend request and or either when they inbox me trying to holler at me on the cool, trying to, flirt with me, I look at it and it say, you have one mutual friend. And it was him. I say, oh, so his friend, he thought he was making fun of me. Now his friends all up in my inbox. It was so funny. It switched on him. Yeah, he called himself trying to, he say I was ugly. And everything, I looked at like a, what was that? Okay, you remember the Gremlins?
Yes.
Okay, the Gremlins, when they was I forgot what they call them, the Ewoks or whatever like that, when they was the cute little animals or whatever, before they get wet, you don't want to get them wet or whatever, and that's when they turn into the Gremlins. And so he was trying to say that I looked at like the Gremlins when they turn ugly, like stuff like that. So he used Photoshop, he stretched out my face and stuff like that and try to make me look real ugly and everything like that. Now, shit, if he wanted to really see me looking ugly, you got to take a picture of me when I wake up in the morning. I damn near scare myself. Shit, I don't have no problem with nobody if they consider me not pretty or whatever like that, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But he sure enough made himself look like a damn fool. For them guys, boss, they started inboxing me friend requests like crazy when he sent out that picture. I died laughing. I said I sent him a message, tagged him in. I said that didn't work out too well, did it? He was like, you started with me. I said, I didn't start with you. All I did was make a comment on your post that you didn't like my comment because I didn't agree with you. And then you just went into attack mode from there. And that's why it happened. But this is how the Christian and the atheist do one another. All right. One will make a comment. All right. The other one disagree with the comment and they attack. You know, you don't have to attack every time somebody make a comment that you don't agree with.
Right.
They post. I have all kind of atheists that's in my circles, and I'm friends with them. Okay, they post all the God hating stuff that they want to. It don't make me no. Never mind if they post too much of it, and it don't get on my nerve because I I don't want to see them saying bad things about God. It might get on my nerves sometimes because they get carried away and they post too many posts. It's my problem if they do too much posting. And that's for anybody, even if you're posting something good. I've uncircled people for posting too many positive memes. Like, you're doing the most. Just stop it. It's too much.
I think when people get offended, when people offend their gods, I think that's really a result of a fragile ego more than actually being upset over the god being upset. It's really the person has a very fragile ego.
Yes. Yes, you hit that nail right on the head, Pump. Hey, who that? We got somebody in the room. Hey. Green is in the house. What's up, Green Soul? Green? Is he speaking?
I'm not sure.
Green? Are you there, hon? Maybe he don't want to speak. All right. You're welcome to just stay in if you don't want to talk. Maybe a little shy. All right. Maybe a little shy. We ain't going to bother you if you're a little shy. Okay. You're welcome. I'm just saying hi, baby. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a lag. I could hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not that. I couldn't speak because I have a lag going on. The connection's not that great.
Oh.
But thank you for inviting me.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything you'd like to contribute to the conversation, or you just listening?
No, just listening.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Palm was just saying that. What was you saying, Palm, about?
Well, it was basically about people who are offended about when you offend their gods and when they get very upset. I think it's just a result of a fragile ego they have. It's really themselves that they are upset about, not that the god is being made fun of.
Yeah, because
like they have this very weak god that can't really do anything.
Yeah, and this is why I get so upset with the Christians that's supposed to be associated with the same God that I serve, all right? Because he tells us that we don't need to defend him because, basically he the shit already. He the shit, And when I mean by he the shit, that shit, he the top dog, And so he don't need no defense. Let me tell you something about wealthy people, okay? It has the same correlated understanding, all right? A person that has wealth and status, they don't have to explain a motherfucking thing to you, okay? They don't have to. If you let's say, if you have an opinion about something, they don't give a damn about your opinion, because Your opinion doesn't affect their wealth or status. You understand? When it comes to their time, they ain't gonna let you waste their motherfucking time. Either you gonna be on time if they are gracious enough to allow you to take up their time. You better be on time. They can be late, but you better not be. Okay? Because if you late and you wasting their motherfucking time, guess what? They ain't gonna let you do that. They're gonna go on about their business and leave instructions that they don't want to have nothing. They don't want to hear nothing you got to say. And they don't want to be boss with you no more from that point on. Okay, and they can do that because people with wealth and power are not susceptible to have to deal with bullshit. This is why you see people of wealth and power and status. They don't socialize with many common people. Hey, Safi. And they don't really associate with common people because common people don't understand this concept that when you have wealth and power, you don't have to deal with the kind of foolishness you do on uncertain levels. And it's not to put down people that are less fortunate, but it's a whole totally different world. You got to understand that now. Whole totally different. It's just like if a person with wealth and power, I'm using those words simultaneously because some people have wealth but don't have power, okay? But a person that has wealth and power, they're on a whole another totally different level of understanding, all right? And many times people that don't have wealth and power, they can't even comprehend that kind of understanding, okay? So you're in two totally different worlds, so to speak, all right? I come back over here, now I'm not up, I haven't, as far as my financial status, I haven't gained a substantial, well, I don't know what y'all, I mean, some people think I'm substantially wealthy, but I mean, I'm not a billionaire. Okay, so, but still, I can relate an understanding because, you know, I'm in the company of very wealthy people and the conversations are totally different. Okay, conversations are totally different. You know, they won't be sitting up debating about whose God is, you know, even you may have atheists in the same room with Christians, all right. Whether God is real and is not real may not even ever be a subject or topic of conversation. Their conversation is about is this business deal gonna work or not? You know, it's a totally different. It's totally different. You know, they don't have discussions about whether or not something is affordable. They have discussions about whether or not they're gonna buy it. It's a difference. Big difference. So if I tend to give off somewhat an arrogant, it may seem arrogant, but what it is confidence. All right, I understand the difference between financial mentalities. Okay, and people that are poverty mentality, they find value in things that have no value. Like how many likes and views that you got on your page. I know billionaires right now that don't even have a Facebook page. There are millionaires that they may have a page or a celebrity page, but they may have 20 likes. Does that make them less a millionaire? Hell no. Only poor people care about likes and comments. because that's where they value it. Now, real talk.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't quite catch the last thing you said. Poor people, something? I'm sorry.
Poor mentality.
Oh, okay. What about a poor mentality?
A person with a poor mentality, that doesn't mean how much money you got, okay? It's a mindset, okay? What's important to poor people has no value. This is why they're poor. Okay, how many likes you have on a Facebook post? Does that make you money?
Well, the whole purpose of Facebook, well, most people that I know that use Facebook, it's really about vanity. But some people try to create social networks through Facebook, almost like a sense of advertisement or even social networking. It's a funny thing about money. I actually was watching a movie today. It was about a guy named Samuel Bolivar. Basically, he's called like the liberator of South America. But there was a quote one of his professors was telling him. He said that you're so poor, all you have is money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you're probably getting at. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. All right. I've even when I talk to people that are millionaires, they wonder, like, and say, for example, their financial status, they're worth more than me financially, as far as their bank account. All right. But why I talk to them like they're beneath me. And it's not intentional. I mean, this is what they say that I do, but I'm not talking to them like they're beneath me. I'm talking to them like their money means shit to me. How much money they have don't mean a motherfucking thing to me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You cannot manipulate me with money because I don't find value in money. A poor person, as far as financial status, I will value them before I value somebody that's an asshole with money. Because I don't, the value that I place in people is not based upon their financial status. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can be so, like you said, how did you put it? What was that? Say that again.
No, it said that you're so poor, all you have is money.
Yes, yes. Because many people that I have come across that are financially rich, because there's a difference between rich and wealth. Many people that I've come across that are rich, they are very poor, very poor. Oh my God. You should see them. They are just the most miserable people that you can find on earth. And I see people that are poor that they have everything in the world. They don't realize how valuable it is. They have family. They have. They're not really wanting for anything, and they are successful in that regard. Like, what more do you want from besides that? You know what I mean? And they look at the rich people that are rich as in finances, but they don't know how poor these people are. These people are so miserable. I've met a lot of guys that are millionaires but don't have nobody to love them because all the women that approach them only want them for their money.
Oh, I heard a similar story from Vanilla Ice. That was Vanilla Ice. He said when he was younger, he was constantly manipulated by people for his money.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, all he had left when he was, I think, nearly broke, all he had left was the people who stayed, it was his families and his very close friends. Those are the only people, and the rest all just vanished. Just fair weather friends, I think we'll
Wow.
call it. Yeah.
And that happens all the time. I look at Oprah Winfrey, even though I really look up to her, she's an awesome, respectable woman. Okay. Only thing I don't agree with, she's the big stickler on education. I don't agree with that in any kind of way. Education don't make you money. Most wealthy people don't even have degrees, so that's evidence right there. That puts that shit right out the door. Okay. But anyway, other than that, she's an awesome woman, respectable. She has a nice body, but you'll never see her exposing her body in a you know, disrespectful manner or anything like that. And I just have the utmost respect for her. But I see, wow, um, no amount of makeup that they can put on her can hide that she's unhappy. Yeah, she's not happy. And I don't think it may be, I don't know if it's her fault or not. It could be. She might be too dominating to, uh, mm, as far as really have mm, a loving relationship with a man. She might be a little too dominant. Because this is the thing with women that are leaders. I used to have that same kind of problem. Uh, I was too controlling of too many aspects. And God had to teach me and say, okay, I gave you, you have a leadership type of character, okay, but you need to know how to change your hat, so to speak. You know, when you dealing in business, you put on your business hat. When you are dealing with your husband, then you have to put on your wife hat. You're no longer the boss, all right. You are the wife. You're the co-partner. No. So I had to learn how to put on my different hats, all right. And I think many women that are leaders, I think that's their biggest struggle with finding a compatible mate because they don't know how to change them hats, okay, and humble themselves to the authority of a man. The other aspect is on the men. The men are very intimidated by very powerful women. Very intimidated by that. But Oprah, it's obvious that she is not happy. And she got plenty of money. Mhm. Um, there are a lot of people. If you just pay attention, remember what I was telling you, Palm, earlier. I say you just, people can present something to you, but you kind of got to take a peek behind the scenes. Look, in other words, look past what they trying to present to you, the cover up. You gotta lift the mask, so to speak, and just pay attention what you really seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. You ever seen a woman with a bad, real bad makeup job on? Uh, she got real bad skin, acne and shit like that. She got that makeup caked on her face, but you can still see the bumps through the makeup.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, that's pretty much how um, people who really, their life really fucked up and they put that makeup on. If you just pay attention, you will see the bumps everywhere. You know, and if you look at it, you know, say, damn, they really fucked up, you know. Even the makeup ain't even helped them, you know. And I mean that metaphorically, you know. Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on? Safi's back.
Hey, Saf.
I'll try my best to not make yourself piss yourself laughing today.
All right.
No funny things coming out. I'm really tired today, but yeah, thought I'd pop in and say hi.
All right.
Check how things are going.
So how's your hangouts been going?
Not so bad. I've got 2 in my YouTube channel, which have gone quite good. So, yeah, pretty cool, I guess.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, hon. I didn't attend any of your hangouts because you just kicking about, okay? And Candy is a businesswoman, okay? I'm strictly business, all right? So I'm not online. Even though I look like I'm just chilling with you guys, I'm taking care of business, okay?
Okay.
Things ain't always what they seem, okay?
You're never off your own hangouts though, are you?
Huh?
I see you live in hangouts all the time, and it's just like, I don't know what to say. I don't have anything to contribute. So sometimes I watch you live in YouTube, but that's about it, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly busy trying to eat. I eat so much, it's unbelievable. Yeah, but yeah, I never gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those really thin weirdos. But nothing I can do about it, to my knowledge. But good to see you again, anyway.
All
Do you want to
right.
gain weight?
Huh?
No, I was asking Safi, you want to gain weight?
Well, I'd prefer to gain weight on my lower wrists. I can easily gain weight on the entirety of the rest of my body, but I can never gain weight on my lower arms.
So you want to look like Popeye?
Well, that's upper arms, isn't it? I've got really thin wrists. I just want to gain a bit of fat on there, but no matter what I eat, I've tried various diets, just doesn't work.
I don't know.
Apparently it's genetic, but is it shit? My mum's fat, my dad's fat. As much as I don't get on with my dad, but he's a pretty big build guy.
There's a secret. Just eat once or twice a day, like really big meals, and then go to sleep, and see how that works.
Alright, I'll give that a shot. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you'll gain some weight.
Just twice a day, and then sleep.
So they're really huge meals, and just go to sleep, and you'll gain weight.
If you're serious, Frank, I'll give it a shot. You're muted, Frank, if you're speaking there.
No, I'm sorry. You're not. Are you lifting weights?
No, I'm not up to weights. I have brittle bone. Wouldn't really call it brittle bone disease, but I have osteoporosis and stuff, so I can't really lift much. I've had to go BMX riding because of constant fractures and broken bones.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Maybe that's what's contributing, not you gaining weight. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Because I think that's what it is. So forget what I just said.
Well, I've done wrist exercises trying to lift. Long story short, my uncle Rob used to be in the army, and he brought back home to England, the UK. These massive freaking tank bones. I used to use them as weights, and
Okay.
tendonitis just screwed me over. Tried as long as my wrist didn't hurt, shitloads, you know, and like it didn't seem to gain any more muscle, and certainly no fat on my lower wrists. I mean, my upper arms are just sort of about average for my characteristic sort of thing, but around my wrist area, really thin. Don't get it. Doctors insist that this is perfectly normal and natural, but I want it a bit different. Just for confidence, basically, I guess.
I think as long as your wrists are really strong, I don't think it really matters on the size, but it's really the bones of your wrist. Wouldn't that make more sense? Because, you know,
It seems like the skin is like right on the bone in my lower arms.
well, that's the same way with mine, actually. There's a lot of people like that, but they have very strong wrists. You know, I would say just do a lot of stretches. Stretches are actually really good.
Well,
You know?
I would have to say, Safi, that I think most of your issues that you're dealing with is because you are needing to at some point come to grips with learning how to love yourself as you are, okay? Many people...
Sorry to interrupt, Candy, but I do actually. It's just uncomfortable when I see how thin my wrists are. It's like my arms are freaks kind of thing, but I'm not really upset about it. I could just do with a bit more confidence. That's what I mean.
Well, that's what I was saying, Safi.
Yeah.
They say, did you see these exercises that it's like a bar and then it has a string in the bottom? You're doing this. Can you see me? Oh, like
yeah.
that? Try that.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, just roll it up with a weight in the bottom, and then you just like clockwise and counterclockwise. You know, and actually, a lot of people do it. I used to do it when I was younger. When I used to play baseball, because you really need a strong wrist to swing the bat. So
I knew there was a meaning to the movie I was watching earlier on TV about baseball, and I was like, somebody just had a weird feeling like somebody was about to talk about baseball. I was like, oh well, there you go. Another strange coincidence, Frank.
yeah, Carl Jung Carl Jung had a phrase for that. It's called synchronicity. There's a term for that in psychology, synchronicity. When you hear something and you think about something, all of a sudden somebody talks about it, that's synchronicity.
Synchronicity, yeah.
Yeah, it's the concept of that. But yeah, do you play any type of sports?
Well, I used to ride BMX bikes and stuff, but with sports, no.
Well, you used to ride bikes.
I
You used to have a bike.
I write a lot of rap lyrics and stuff, so that kind of hurts my
I'm
wrist.
sorry. Can you repeat that?
I don't play sports, really.
Oh, okay.
But I do write a lot of rap, like music lyrics, which tends to strain my wrist because I'm constantly moving it. You know, it's some kind of joint problem. Trying to write it down quick enough before I forget them. Like, come on, start, and then I'll forget it. Like, oh shit, can't write quick enough. That's just me though. I got a really good rap in my mind, like lyrics, you know. I'm like, I need to keep a pen and paper in my pocket all the time to at least make sure that I'm kind of ready. What's so funny about rap anyway?
I said exercise. He's talking about rap. I just started laughing.
That is an exercise, though, isn't it?
it just went another direction. I was like, oh.
This whole conversation is a bit. I don't mind when things get off topic, but we do want to keep in mind this is live, and I'd appreciate it if we keep in mind that I do have a purpose here, and that's to have topics that's of interest to more than just one person, because we do have people, outside watching, okay? And
sorry about that, Candy. Please carry on.
Okay. No, you all can carry on, but just please keep that in mind. Yeah, we want to talk about topics that what do you want to say? Interest more than one person. Okay. As far as Safi bringing up the fact that he wants to, he's working on building up his lower arms and stuff like that. And as far as people not being satisfied with their the natural way that they were born or whatever like that. Like I have this what do you call that, spare tire, even though I have like the perfect shape, seem like it annoys the fuck out of me that I have that spare tire, that extra piece of meat sticking out. And I love the fact that, the rest of me, God did an awesome job, but that one little spot, that bothers me or whatever like that, that's something that a lot of people can relate to, okay? That's something that a lot of people can relate to, not being satisfied and maybe wanting to do something about it. To, hey, Idol Smasher, wanting to change that. So, carry on. I just wanted to ask you all to kind of more generalize the subject and make it make it where everybody can contribute to the conversation.
Yeah, Candy, I got the double chin action going on here.
I see you. I see you, miss.
See that?
Hey, you ain't gonna talk today, Idol Smasher? Oh, you having sound issues. Okay. All right. Yeah. What's the name? Green?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you expound a little more on that? What you were saying? Synchronicity. When Safi was talking about, you was talking about bodybuilding, and he was talking about baseball or something, and he was like, that's called it's like synchronized thought or something.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back. Gotta use the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Hi. What?
Hey.
Mike,
I'll be right back.
All right. Hi.
Hey, James. What's up?
Hi. What's up, y'all?
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll talk about that.
Hope everything comes out okay for you.
Huh?
Say again?
Well, you said you're going to the bathroom. I said, I hope everything comes out okay for you.
Oh, yeah, I'll be fine. My son actually ate a Lego piece this morning. He freaked out. So we're monitoring.
I hope everything comes out okay for him as well.
I know, I try to paste.
I've never seen a brown Lego piece before.
I think they make them in all colors now, Safi.
Then again, I've never seen a pink Lego piece actually.
Yeah, they have, because you can build all kinds of stuff with Legos. So they have them in all colors now.
I've never
They
seen
used to
brown
have it
and pink.
limited, the basic colors, but now they come in all colors because you can, they've even had contests of who built the most interesting thing from Lego type of contest. So Legos has they upgrade. Okay, they got upgrades like the Matrix.
I
I'm
really want to see what the
disappointed.
competition winners actually did, what they built.
Huh?
I really want to see what the competition, like the new Lego color people have actually built with pink and brown Lego blocks.
Well, for of course, any type of girly-ish type of stuff, you would need to have pink Legos and so forth. So they got them in all colors. And like I said, people that are Legoers, I don't know what they call themselves, but there are people that really are into Legos and or if it's say Lego architecture where they build
Lego architects, I think. Well, basically Legoers. I think your original term, Candy, was the best way to put it. Legoers.
yeah,
You call them that, Legoers. People that build things using Lego blocks.
yeah. It's,
And obviously the base that you build them onto. They're not all just simply blocks. Then you've got Lego men, women,
right,
animals.
right, yeah. Because they build whole cities and stuff. Really.
Yeah, like in Legoland.
Mhm.
I've never been there though.
So, Idle Smash, is your name James?
James, yes, ma'am. Hi.
Okay, I'd rather call you that. These damn made up names is a little annoying. I try to deal with it, but if it's not simple enough, it kind of annoys me a little bit. So if it's okay if I call you James,
That is just fine.
all right, all right. So James, you want to contribute to the topic? The topic wasn't actually about Legos. It kind of veered off into that, you know. And
It was you, Candy, nobody else.
you know, I'll get off topic. I'll get way the fuck off topic. So you know what? I'm a little interested now. Don't take it as an attack or nothing like that. All right, but your title being the Idol Smasher, okay, on your page, the Idol Smasher, okay.
Yes.
In my mind, you would be a person. Okay, I would think just if I don't know anything about you, which I don't know much about you really, but I would think that would be a person that was against religion. Okay, so when I see some of your posts, they are very
Fierce?
religious.
Yeah.
So that's very confusing for me because it's still very religious. So
Right. The God of Israel detests idols. It was James the Idol Smasher, and I closed that channel thinking I could reopen it as James the Idol Smasher from my Yahoo account, and they wouldn't let me. And the only one available, I couldn't get Idol Smasher James. Somebody had that, so I just took the Idol Smasher. But yeah, idols are pretty detestable to God. Worshipping things of nature, you know, putting veneration to a tree above all trees. Worshipping statues. These are things that are pretty detestable, and you know, it is biblical, yes, but yeah, when your religions are based on idolatry, they're bound to fail. They're destructive to, I think, humanity. I think they're destructive to the mind to worship objects or people or even ideas. Not that I'm going to go around smashing your idols, but if you present one to me, I'll be happy to do a Gallagher sledge-o-matic on it. Yeah.
Don't you kind of worship the Torah?
I worship God, and yeah, I study Torah. Absolutely, I really believe in it. Yeah, I'm a God-fearer, by all means. But when you ask if Christians and atheists are the same, honestly, in many ways, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
The way they come across, that's why they fight each other, and they need to fight. They need to have these discussions. They need to get to know each other, because obviously one's deluded about themselves and the other when they go after each other on the levels that they do so much of the time. You know, I don't think every atheist is like this or every Christian is like this. I know they're not. For a fact, they're not, of course. But you know, when you get the loud ones who want to prove the other one wrong, it's fun to an extent. But when you take it really seriously, yeah, the missionizing and the black and white, rather than many colors or phases or levels of behavior, it's all about belief, and you have the wrong belief. And yeah, they're honestly they behave quite the same sometimes. Sometimes I think Christians give far more charity than atheists do per capita. I will say that. That's where they differ. I think that the Christian is much more likely to, even if it is for the sake of avoiding eternal damnation, that they're more likely to give you the shirt off their back.
Right.
You know, so there are differences. I see that, and of course philosophical differences, obviously. They both say the Jews are wrong, so they're alike in that way.
They both say the Jews are wrong?
Yeah. Well, Jews because they believe in God, and Christians because they didn't accept Jesus. So they're both, they both say we're wrong. But I say that in part jest, but it's true. So we kind of catch flack from both ends.
Okay, so I don't quite know what your beliefs are. Are you claiming to be Jewish?
No, ma'am. I'm just a God-fearer, and I really believe that the Torah is something very, very special. And the more and I've been studying it for a long time, and the more I put it to use, and the more I just study it and learn it and organize my mind, it's really benefited me in a very positive way. And I think it benefits my job, which benefits other people. I think it helps me with my kids better. I really, and so yeah, I'm stuck with the Jews. I'm stuck with Abrahamic people very much, because that's where you go to get the goods, And I've been going there for 10 years, and it's good stuff. I do believe. I'm just a God-fearer, though. If there's a label, Noahide, of course, or Noahite. Noahide is technically an adjective, but Noahide, you might have heard of the Noahide laws. There's a covenant in the Bible where God makes a covenant with Noah for all mankind. Gives them, and there are six laws, 6 don'ts and 1 do. One of those laws, of course, is the prohibition of idolatry. So, in other words, to be godly, you can't worship created things.
Right.
Yeah. But so I'm a God-fearer, and I might have philosophical differences with Christians. Sometimes with Muslims, very rare, but even with other Jews, you have philosophical differences. But if you live a good life, that's really what counts now, here and now. It's all about how we do things now. Mm-hmm. So God-fearer, theist, sure. Not a Jew, though. I'm not a Jew. I eat pork, and I do enjoy bacon. I won't deny that.
Awesome thing. Praise God. Praise God for the hogs. Bless them.
Amen.
Yes. Prayer for the hogs. They give us good bacon and shit like that.
It's proof that God loves non-Jews.
Sophie was asking over in the chat box, is that God-fearer? Why fear? Because he's not understanding. See, this is something that I would like to relate to many believers, okay, or God lovers, all right, or believers. We need to start. It's okay to use our terminology for things, but when a non-believer hears the word fear, you know, they associate something negative to that. So they don't know that it means that it's respect, that it means respect. Okay, so he's asking God fear over in the chat box. Why fear? Okay, so I'm just going to explain that to him. Safi, when he says God fearing, that means reverential fear, respect, honor. Okay, that's it.
Absolutely. Yeah, fear is respect. It is, yeah, definitely.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
It's just the term that they say. Someone who fears God is like, I'll keep the law, I fear when I break it.
You mean kind of like God fearer?
That's the wrong terminology. It doesn't mean to be afraid. It does not mean that. You have to look that word up. Fear. That fear is reverence, honor, respect. It's not a sense of being scared. This is not the same. It's not the same relatable emotion. All right. Because when it says fear God rather than man, he's not saying be afraid of God. It means give God's word more respect or priority than you do that of the man. Okay, so that's even in the believer's faith. Even the words that they use, they don't understand very well. So that's why we have such a hard time explaining to the atheists, because we haven't been thoroughly taught what things mean. So it makes it really difficult to relate something that you don't understand quite well yourself. Okay, and yeah, that's what fear. That word fear means when it is. I don't know what it means in the Torah, because I don't even know what the Torah is. But in the Bible, when the word fear is being used, not all the time. In some cases, it means exactly what you would think it would mean. It means being afraid. But okay, say for example, like when the angels would approach people, the Bible says that he feared, all right, or she feared, or whatever. Then in that regard, yes, it meant they were afraid, or scared. It wasn't reverence or respect. They were really scared. Okay, so but when it speaks in regard to God, as far as giving instructions, it is speaking about respect, honor, priority, on placing priority. It doesn't mean being afraid.
Well said.
This you wrote in here in the comments, James, Torah equal first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible.
5 books of Moses. Yeah, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and Numbers. Is actually.
Because y'all don't believe in Jesus.
Well, it's believing in Jesus is one thing. Yeah, Hebrew, I messed up. Believing is one thing, but we don't pray to Jesus. We pray to God. Even Jesus said, the one prayer he gave, he said, pray to our Father.
Right, okay.
So so we don't pray to Jesus. Whether he's Messiah or Savior.
We right here then, James. We right here then.
Okay.
Yeah, we see eye to eye on that one. It annoys me a little bit with the Christians. They Jesus this and Jesus that and Jesus. And first of all, that wasn't even his name, but we ain't gonna get into that. But But even like you said, even he said, don't worship him. He said to honor the Father, to pray. He said, I will pray to the Father. He didn't say pray to me. He said, let us pray to the Father. Let's talk to the Father about this, and everything like that. So I can dig them blues. That is so annoying to see the Jesus worshipers. I'll smashing too, James. I know you done seen my video. I get my I got one of them mirrors. You got the Hamlet. All right, but I got me a mirror. You know what a mirror is? You ain't never seen Thor?
Yeah. What's that?
You seen Thor?
Oh. Okay, I know what you're saying now.
Oh, the movie.
Yes.
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 The hammer, and when he put his hammer down, it's a wrap. When he put the hammer down, all right. Well, that hammer is called a mirror. All right, that's the name of it. It's not called a hammer. They call it the mirror. Yeah, I keep my mirror. Shit. Yeah, you're right. Jesus' name was it was not Jesus. The word it means Savior. Okay, so they were saying that recognize him as being a savior for the people, stuff like that. But that wasn't his name. His name was Emmanuel. All right. So, which means God in us. Okay. No, that's not what Jesus. Jesus does not mean anointed one. No.
No, not Jesus. Christ. The word Christ.
Yes.
The word Christos.
Yes.
Anointed one.
Yes, but people don't. His name is not Christ either. Nobody calls him Christ. They call him Jesus Christ. But
no, Safi was just asking what the origins of the name Christ is. So.
Okay, y'all got a lot of chatting going on in the box. I ain't keeping up here. Let's see. Okay, I see. What are the origins of the name Christ? Some of the, not Safi, this is the thing that causes a lot of division amongst Christian believers, is that they argue over what the origin is, what's most important, and stuff like that. Right. So you really can't say where something began if you wasn't actually there. So what would you have to rely upon to figure out where things began? You would have to rely on the evidence that you are presented with, okay, or any type of documentation. Problem with the Christian faith in gathering information to find out origins or whatever, find out what's right or wrong or belief systems or whatever like that, doctrine versus actual spiritual commands or principles. The only way that you would be able to verify that is to go to the source, which is God. Okay, He knows everything. Reason being is because Christians have endured a lot of persecution. Therefore, a lot of their actual written accounts and evidence that can prove certain things were destroyed. Okay, destroyed. So people are, when they argue about what's right and what's wrong, they are actually doing it in ignorance because they are not getting the point that there is no way that you can get to the bottom of this stuff because evidence has been destroyed. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's no way you can have a definite or emphatic knowledge about that unless you ask God, which He knows everything. So otherwise, you're just going based on what you have. Can you have a case where somebody is proven guilty by reason of the fact that there was lack of evidence to prove them innocent? Absolutely, you can. Okay, so it's easy for atheists to throw up in the air and say, your God doesn't exist by reason of lack of evidence. Okay, but what they can't do is they can't prove that God doesn't exist. They can't submit evidence to prove that He doesn't. They can only say that a believer cannot present evidence to prove that He exists.
I agree.
And see, most atheists don't want to admit that. As much as they say they go by evidence, they don't have no proof that God don't exist, yet they will say and post memes that He doesn't. Where's your motherfucking evidence? Y'all say y'all go by evidence. Where's your fucking evidence? Well, take that motherfucking meme down then, because you don't got no damn evidence. You know, so I could make them look real bad, but I know they don't know no better, so I just throw that out there, let that marinate, and they had to get back with me. I done debunked a bunch of them, poor thing. They gather and they trying to get their stuff together now, and hopefully either they realize that they lost and they done gave up the fight, or either they gonna gather up some more bullshit and they'll be back. But I debunked them already. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Well, I take that back. There's some out there that I haven't debunked them personally, but they watched my video where I was debunking somebody else that had the same shaky grounds they were standing on, so they don't even want no parts of me. They don't want to be embarrassed, so they don't want no parts of me. And not because Candy's so bad, but I can. I'm not gonna let nobody take me all around the corner like I'm a hoe. We're gonna stay right here out in the open. So whatever we wanna discuss, gonna be discussed in the open in the sight of everybody where it can be properly judged. And see, if they want to try to make my God look bad, if there's no way that can be done, I can just chill on that. I can just, sit back and laugh at it. But when you want to get into a debate about the difference between this and that, all right, I can break it down to the Lord's terms, but my confidence comes from God because His wisdom reigns no matter what, and I can prove it, and I do it over and over again. That's why I challenge them, but I ain't got no takers. In the Bible, there are many testaments, and this is why atheists hate that Bible, though. They hate that Bible, because it's many testaments in the Bible where people have challenged our God. We always win. Ain't that right, James?
It's hard for them to touch it. It really is. They build an idol, and they say, this is what you worship, and it's all wrong. Watch me destroy it. See? You're wrong. See what I did there?
We put the hammer down on their ass. We put the hammer down on that ass every time, so they don't want no trouble. All right. It's kind of like Muhammad Ali. For a long time, he couldn't even find no contender because people say, I ain't getting in the ring with that man, make me look like a damn fool. Shit, his manager had to tell him, when you have a fight, don't whoop him so bad. Like, let him make it through the first round. God damn, people want to be entertained and shit like that, you know. Don't whoop him off up in the first round. Look, the first 3 seconds of a round is a TKO, you know. You got to toy with him a little bit. And that's when Muhammad started dancing around the stage and so forth. And carrying out. So he knew he was going to win anyhow. So he danced around the stage and cut up and turn flips and carry out. And, you know, give the people a good show before he knocked a motherfucker out. It's shit. I get a little, I need to stop my shit though, but I get a little pleasure out there. I get just a little bit of pleasure out there, you know. I like to toy with them idol worshippers, even the so-called Christians that claim they are defending our God. Shoot, I don't know what God they serving, but the God I serve, he don't need no defending. He'll bash some gun all by himself. He the boss of this operation, and ain't a damn thing nobody can do about it. Shit. That's real talk. Yeah, that's real talk. They can piss and whine and moan all they want to, but ain't a damn thing they can do about it. Safi, you must be having some connection problems. You jumping in and out, B. Yeah, but I was a little curious about your belief, Jane. I'm gonna have to look into that Torah.
It's I believe there's enough evidence to show that it's the product of a higher intelligence than man. I really do. We can't empirically show God. Fine, he's not supposed to, but that's the point. You find God in all things. That's the point. But I really do think that it came from. It just happens to speak of God, so it would be really difficult for me to say space aliens or a guy from the future. But there's something strange and unnatural about it, completely off the wall. It's the Hebrew language is like no other language on the planet. It's pictorial, like Chinese and Sanskrit. It's spoken phonetically, like our alphabet, but it's also numerical, and it works like the chemical language. So when you start looking at the Torah from the Hebrew, which I'm just getting into learning Hebrew. I've only been able to read my Hebrew a year.
Hebrew is a bad motherfucker, ain't it? I agree. God was showing me that boy, that Hebrew is a motherfucker. I love it too. I'm very intrigued by it. I studied the Greek and Hebrew, but that Hebrew got something spiritual up in it. Good God Almighty, one word, because their words are expressions, not words.
Right.
So therefore, one word can mean the express opposite of
like the Zvi and a Zev and a Ziv. There are no vowels on a Torah scroll, so that's spelled with the same Hebrew letters. The deer, the Zavi, and the wolf, the Zvi. I think that's right. But in Hebrew, it's a Zed and a Vav. It's the same two Hebrew letters. That would mean both predator and prey.
Yes, it's like the opposite. Well, that's what God is, the perfect balance.
Yes.
Their words are the opposite of each other. It can mean either or. You can use like Abba. You know how people say Abba, Father? Mm-hmm. The word Abba, I found, doesn't mean father. It can be referring to a father figure in adoration. Or you can use the word and say Abba. That Abba can mean that an enemy So it can mean friend or foe. You know, I said, wow. You are so right. That I don't know nothing about the Torah, but baby, that Hebrew language is something else. I was spiritually drawn to that language too. I really was. I tell you, I am. That language there is so awesome in itself. Is amazing. Language. I speak a little myself. But
now take that and put it into numerical code perspective and imagine what can be blossomed from the Torah itself. All the layers and the it just every word, every phrase blossoms into 1,000 teachings.
So
it's,
I could imagine.
Check out my YouTube page. There's some stuff on the Hebrew language. There's some really neat videos, lectures. They're by rabbis, but he's gonna. I got one that's 45 minutes, a DNA of creation, and another one's a 4 hours or 4.5 hours of 4 different lectures of just breaking down the Hebrew language. They barely scratch the surface, and it leaves you kind of numb. You know, when you watch it, you're like, whoa, there's something not quite right about this. Okay, this isn't natural. It's difficult for me to believe, as atheists would say, a bunch of sheep-herding Bronze Age savages wrote a fairy tale. It's far more than that. It's not even a fairy tale. And they weren't savages, and but still, that's how it's referred to. And there's more. There's far more to it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's like watermelon or ice cream. It's good stuff. It's what you'll love it anyway.
Well, if it's broken down, see, this is where I get lost with many of the intellectual soundness of certain information as it's presented. The problem where I get lost is that if something is, I find awesomeness in not that I can't understand something profound, but I find something to be awesome in its simplicity, that it looked as if it was so sophisticated that you couldn't understand it, but it's as simple as ABC, and that is the awesomeness that I find in God, that those things, he said, he took the foolish things and to confound the wise, or that he hid the wisdom of wealth in the poor, he said the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just, all right? And I don't know how to explain that right offhand, but my point is that, all right, I like simplicity. I found that God is in his awesomeness is able to be extravagantly awesome and simple all at the same time. Yeah, all at the same time. Yeah, that's what makes him so amazing, that he can be the extreme sense of intellect, as far as knowledge and wisdom. He can be the ultimate and the least all at the same time, Yeah. That's what intrigues me about him. That he can reach the highs and dip down here low in the valley where I'm at too. The old folks used to sing in the Pentecostal church where I come up, say, it's a song that they sung during the Easter holiday. Well, they sung it all year round, but it just they made sure that on the Easter holiday that's supposed to be about the resurrection, not about no bunny laying eggs. I don't know how in the hell that happened, but anyway, it was supposed to be about the resurrection of Jesus or whatever like that. And so they used to sing a song about the blood of Jesus and how powerful it is, that bloodline, you know. Yeah. So they would sing about the blood and how powerful that sacrifice was for us. And the song say, the blood that Jesus shed for me, it's the blood that was shed on Calvary. It's the blood that gives me strength from day to day to day to day. It will never lose its power. Oh, 'cause it reaches to the highest. Oh, it reaches to the highest mountain. Oh, but your love, it flows way down deep in the lowest valley. It's the blood, my Savior's blood, that gives me strength from day to day, and it will never lose its power. Yeah, I loved it, that song, because what that song said to me was, God was so awesome that He didn't just care about those that ride their high horses. Yeah, He good like that, baby. He'll get on your level type of God. And what I love about it, the song said, the blood, it flows way down deep in the lowest valley. That's where I'm at right there down there in the bottom, where nobody want to go, you know, down up in the hood. And let me know, God come down in the hood, you know, He ain't scared to come in the hood. Yeah, way down deep in the lowest. He come to the lowest valley, and it's the blood, my Savior's blood, that gives me strength from day to day, and it will never lose. It will never lose His power. Yeah, He good like that, baby. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, He good like that. Yeah, that's why He don't need no defense. Yeah, he ain't gonna lose his power. That's because the atheists say that He ain't real. He's still the boss, eh? Yeah. He good like that. Yeah, good like that.
Andy, it's Father's Day. I got to go be a good father. Thank you.
All right. Not thank you for jumping in. I forgot it was even a holiday. I don't much keep up with it. I probably need to call my daddy and rub on his head a little bit and tell him thank you for getting it on with my mama and bringing me here.
I'll thank him for me too. It's great.
All right now.
Be well.
Yeah. Wow. We got a lot of viewers at that point. Good God Almighty. Yeah. I appreciate y'all checking in. I got a little lost. I'm back now. And shit, I'm back. Yeah. I get lost sometimes in what the atheists might consider fantasy land. All right, but it's over in fantasy land, some good shit off. And now I take me a first class trip over there. Yeah, It is that. Okay, now, I see we got people out there on the outside, and y'all sitting on the outside. Are y'all out there because y'all don't have a link to get in? Hang tight, baby. I'm gonna send y'all the link. So people can get in. I'm so sorry. I did not provide the link for y'all. I'm bad with that. Y'all gotta help me and send me a message. Circle me and y'all help me out now, cause I haven't been Googlerized yet. Okay. And so I'm not real I'm not up on the how to do everything. Ben, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm sending a link right now, hon. I just realized that I see a lot of people outside of the hangout and watching the broadcast, and I appreciate y'all, but I do want y'all to come in if you want to come in. Okay, so I did just leave, I left the link on the outside there, so y'all can come on in the room. Come on in the room. All right. Okay. Now, we had got a little bit off topic. All right. I don't know if we got off topic or the conversation just kind of died out a little bit. But it's okay if we get off topic a little bit. Okay. Little girls, and that's not homosexual activity. He's heterosexual, all right? But he's still a fucking violator. He's still a damn pedophile, all right? So, why y'all think that only people that's gay is violators and pedophiles? Y'all, that's an ignorant ass myth. Okay, that's y'all. Okay. That Candy, that was a video I accidentally clicked on with Candy getting on that ass. All right. So, those of you who don't know Candy, baby, let's hang tight, hold what you got. All right. Candy, good people, but I'm known to get on that ass if necessary. All right. And I do it in love because I love you, baby. All right. I'm gonna love you to pieces too. I'm gonna love you right on and get yourself right on together. All right. And I'm trying to make sure that I make the link available for everyone that want to come on in. They want to come on in the room. Yeah. I hope Nadia made her travel, safe travels over where she's headed to and everything like that. I just hope all is well with her. Mm. Okay. Okay, so I just made the link. I think I put the link at where people could find it easily. And come on in the room. All you got to do is click on the link, and it will allow you access into the